Are you suffering from backache in the morning that makes it difficult to get going, and for the first 30 minutes you just feel stiff as a board? If you are, I've got one great exercise to show you that you can start doing this morning to help to relieve that back pain. My name is Harlow and I'm the Over-Fifties specialist physio here at HT Physio in Farnham. And today I'm going to give you one great exercise you can use to help to combat backache in the morning. Now, backache in the morning, usually for most people, looks something like this. They wake up, they think, today feels like it could be quite a good day. So they pull off their bedclothes, and as soon as they try and sit up, their back goes like this. It gets really tight and stiff, and it takes them a few minutes, maybe just gently sitting on the edge of the bed, before they feel they can stand up and start moving. Now, if you get into a hot shower, or you put some heat on it, or you just gently walk around, eventually the achiness starts to ease. But that first 10-15 minutes is really unpleasant. So we're going to talk about something we can do to help you with that if that's you. Now, the first thing is to say that the two most common causes of this type of backache in the morning are either a muscle spasm in the back muscles or arthritis in the spine. Now, because I work pretty much primarily and solely with people in their 50s and older, many of the problems we see are arthritic in nature. And arthritis is a normal process of aging, which is characterized by loss of cartilage in the joints, and then that can sometimes lead to stiffness, which tends to be worse in the morning. So that is a very common problem. But muscle spasms can also cause this type of stiffness. And for both of these problems, the reason they're so bad in the morning is because basically you've been still for 8 hours or so, or however long you've been asleep. And when we're still, the muscles in our bodies, because they're flexible and they're pliable, they start to get gradually tighter and tighter and tighter until we move again. So you might have noticed this happening even after you've been sitting for an hour or two. You get up and you think, oh, I'm a bit stiff. But that eases off quite quickly. And the reason that's quicker than in the mornings is just because you haven't been sitting for 8 whole hours usually. So because we've been asleep for longer, both of these problems lead to the muscles tightening up, which leads to a very similar type of stiffness in the morning. Now, if this is you, the good news is there's something you can do to try to get rid of this stiffness before you get up and you get going. So, the exercise I've got for you today helps to mobilize that lower part in the spine. It helps to open up the joints at the base of the spine, and it helps to stretch the muscles. And it's really simple to do. Now, what you're going to do first of all when you wake up is you're going to, like we said before, throw off the bedclothes and sit up. But I don't want you to stand up quite yet. So I want you to get to a position where you're sitting on the edge of the bed. And I want you to start off sitting upright like this. Now, the next thing you're going to do before you attempt to get up is you're basically just going to get your shoulders and your neck curling like this. And once you get to this point, you're then going to start to move even further forward, running your hands down your legs. Now, if you're very stiff, you're probably not going to be able to go very far, which is fine. So just go as far as you feel comfortable, and then come back up again and straighten up. And then you're going to repeat. So first of all, the top part goes, and then we run our hands just down our shins. And this time, second time you do it, you'll probably notice you can go a tiny bit further than you could on the first. Then you're going to do it a third, a fourth, and then finally a fifth time, and see how far down you can go before the stiffness starts. So I'd recommend doing that 5 times in a row. Really take your time over it. It should take you at least a minute or two to do all 5 of these. So take it slow. Feel free to hold at the bottom. Feel free to rest and pause at the top. But it's all about being gentle and starting to just get these back muscles moving without demanding too much of them. Now, after you've done 5 of those, you'll probably find that you can get up and get moving a bit quicker. And this might have just saved you 10, 15, 20 minutes of stiffness in the mornings. So that's my dead simple trick. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. It works great in combination with a hot shower or a hot bath as soon as you get up. And most people who do this can cut that morning stiffness down at least by half, so it's not quite as stiff throughout the first part of your day. Anyway, that's all I've got for you from today's video. We have loads more tips for this kind of thing in my book. It's called Thriving Beyond 50, and there's a link below this video to collect your copy on Amazon. I definitely recommend it for anyone over the age of 50 who is looking to minimize aches and pains. The other thing I would ask you to do, if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and like it, because it really helps me to reach more people, and I'd be eternally grateful if you did so. And other than that, that's all we have for you today. I hope you're enjoying these videos. Please do drop me a comment below, because I always read them. And I look forward to speaking to you on the next one.